perfect start to the day.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show.
Just the best.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
All right, if you think you had a hectic weekend, Lindsay would kindly ask you to take a back seat. Tell them what you did Saturday, what your day consisted of.
All right, so we wake up, we get ready, we get in the car, and we arrive at our first 5-year-old's birthday party of the day. It's an early morning party. It's a spa day for the ladies, the 5-year-old ladies. So we do that. We get back in the car at 11. We head to our second birthday party of the day at a bounce house facility. We do that for 2 hours. We get back in the car. We come home. We recoup, change clothes, get back in the car, go to our final destination of a kid's birthday party. That's 3 in one day.
Man.
You heard it here first.
Now, there are stages in your life where when you are certain ages and you have a traditional American life with a spouse and kids and all that, where that stage of your life, you're going to birthday parties all the time for kids. Mm-hmm. And then you reach a stage in your life, but which is before that, really, when it seems like every weekend you're going to somebody's wedding. Correct. Or a shower or something. Because people, that age, a certain age, they're getting married, then they're having kids. And so you're having kids and the birthday parties and all of that. Then you get to the next stage, which is, pretty far down the line, where you're having to go to weddings again because your friends' kids are getting married.
Oh
my God.
It never ends. Is that what you're saying?
Well, you get a little hiatus in there, for a few years. Okay. But it's just different stages of life where at a certain age, you're going to be going to a bunch of weddings and showers and all that. And then at another age, you're going to be going to kids' birthday parties. And at another age, you're going to be going back to weddings.
You know what's funny in this, you're telling me, just real quick, I used to think the weddings and the showers were like miserable, so expensive. I'm single. I have one income. I'm spending all this money. But now that I have kids going to birthday parties, it's way more expensive.
Yeah. Is it really?
Yeah.
It seems like a lifetime plot to just take away people's Saturdays.
Yeah.
That's all I'm hearing. Birthday parties, weddings, showers, everything happens on a Saturday. It's designed to ruin your weekend, all these things.
But the way you can avoid that is by not having friends.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Yeah, you got to determine what do you value more, a free time on a Saturday or a couple of friends?
My daughter's boyfriend is Mr. Personality, Mr. Friends with everybody he's ever met. He is at a wedding every weekend, all throughout the year. I bet he's probably at 30 weddings a year.
Wow.
Poor Lainey.
Well, she doesn't have to go to all of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
But a lot of it.
I just realized that weddings now, they don't automatically include a +1.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yes.
Or he may be just telling her that because he got somebody on the side. I don't know.
Yeah, no. I've never heard that.
Well, we need to discuss that a little bit more, I think. Right.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. Click the deals button to get all our exclusive best deals anywhere from all of the TJ and Riggins Show partners. Add it to your phone's home screen today. New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show with TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D Rob.
Sets the tone for my day.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Yes. So is it not a thing that it's not an automatic +1 whenever somebody gets invited to a wedding?
Yes.
That is a thing.
It started in my kind of era of going to a lot of weddings. If you were not engaged or married, you typically didn't get a +1, especially if it was like an expensive wedding.
Yeah. Well, what if it's an expensive wedding and the is somebody who's in the wedding party. Do they get a +1?
That
Like
I'm not.
they're a groomsman or something?
Yeah, that I'm not sure about. I had always heard if you were just dating someone, it wasn't serious, or
Mhm.
even if it was serious, I guess, but not engaged or married, you weren't going.
Yeah.
And actually, my wedding, my best friend had just started dating this guy, and he wasn't invited.
Ooh.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, but she didn't want him to come either. She's like, "Yeah, this is
Mhm.
some guy I'm just going on some dates with. Like, I'm not going to bring him all the way to."
Yeah. It's like my cousin in Louisiana, and when she was late teenager and into her 20s or whatever, it seemed like every year when we got together for Christmas, she had a different boyfriend that would come to the family Christmas deal, and so that's kind of awkward because like my mom has to buy him a gift because we're all opening gifts and stuff,
Yeah.
and knowing that he's probably not going to be around the next month.
Yeah. So
It's
crazy.
like bringing a new stranger to the family Christmas get together.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
guess
that-
it'd be the same way with a wedding.
Exactly.
I've never heard of this. I had no idea this was a thing because I've certainly never been to a wedding without someone with me.
Yeah, and it's usually pressure, and not pressure as in meaning a good thing, like in New Orleans slang, but pressure is, oh my, I got to get a date for this wedding. Who's going to go? I don't have anybody to go with me to this wedding. Who's going to be my date?
Yeah.
Now it's like I'm a +0.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You've never been to a wedding by yourself?
Never.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I probably wouldn't go. I'd be
Oh,
like,
really?
No, I don't have anybody to go with me. No, I think that would be so awkward.
I've been to too many alone.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you go with a friend, Riggins? Just like, as the kids say, a homie?
A dude?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
That would be super weird.
You want some free chicken? And,
Free alcohol?
free chicken and long grain wild rice?
Yeah. Rubber chicken?
That sounds great. So hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah. How sad though, Lindsay, you went to so many weddings alone.
I did. And actually, I'm going in October alone to a wedding in Rhode Island.
What? Why?
Yes. High school friend. All my high school friends are going. And I say alone, I'm going to know everyone there.
But Kyle's not going with you.
He's not going. Yep. He can't go.
Oh man, you know who loves that? Kyle.
Yeah. He loves it more than anyone.
Yeah.
Actually, he does want to go. If you saw the pictures of where he misses that area. He used to play ball up there. It's beautiful, but
still,
it's
a wedding in Rhode Island.
True.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
TJ Riggins TV is sponsored by Cozy Earth. Watch the entire show every day at tjriggins.com and get 41% off your Cozy Earth order at tjriggins.com/deals when you use the promo code TJ at checkout. Sheets, towels, men's and women's clothing, and a lot more. tjriggins.com/deals.
Have you seen these awesome glasses TJ's daughter Lainey found? They're called Aquila, and they're 10% off when you use code TJ at checkout at aquila.la and the deals page at tjriggins.com.
I just recently found the coolest gift on Distill Union. You need to check these out. They're Maglock sunglasses. I got them for my husband. When he puts his sunglasses on his shirt, like when he's golfing, they always fall off, or if he's on the boat. These Maglock sunglasses lock to stay in place wherever you put them. They're so awesome. Go to tjriggins.com/deals, code TJ for 20% off.
Our charitable efforts are possible thanks to great businesses like the Johnson Group. They've been providing janitorial services to some of North and South Carolina's most prestigious properties since 1991. They are some of the very best in Charlotte. Learn more at tjriggins.com/clean.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
Listen everywhere.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
You know, I don't find myself that involved in the lives of TikTokers for the most part. My name is Riggins. I love TikTok, but I am fully invested in the life of one millennial mother. And she's got a saga going on. She is documenting her attempt to get off sleeping medicine. She said she started 12 years ago taking 2 Benadryl every night to fall asleep. But TJ, as somebody with sleeping problems like yourself, who has a history of not sleeping well, what do you think she did after the 2 Benadryl wasn't cutting it?
Did she start taking NyQuil with it?
She started taking more Benadryl.
Yeah.
She went up to 3. Now she is at 20 Benadryl a night.
Good Lord.
And she is now documenting her sort detox, so to speak, and documenting every single feeling and emotion that she has, how she sleeps, how she's getting to sleep as she goes cold turkey on the Benadryl.
I don't know why so many people think that it's better to start taking an allergy medication or an antihistamine, whatever it is, to go to sleep because it makes you groggy, rather than just go to the doctor and get a prescription that works for you, that's non-addictive and, whatever else. So I just take 2 Benadryl. I don't want to get on any kind of medication. Well, it's medication either way.
What do you think? Yes, whether it's over the counter or prescribed by a doctor, if I had my choice, I want my doctors involved in something.
And you're taking
like that.
something for a reason that is not made. It's not made to put you to sleep. It's made to calm down allergic reactions and stuff.
Yeah, and its a side effect is drowsiness and things like that. Do you think there's something about, like, because your parents probably didn't know about, if they were having trouble sleeping at night, they didn't have access to Advil PM, Tylenol PM, or going to a doctor for Ambien and stuff like that.
Yeah, they had a doctor thing that they would get, stuff for. I told you, like, my mom and my grandmother, I mean, they were just stereotypical rural Southern women that, walked around, with a pharmacy they called a purse, sharing medicine, fluid pills, and tranquilizers is what they'd call them, which was a nerve pill. They did a lot of that. Sure. But there was Tylenol PM back then still. Yeah, but that was
There was. Okay. Yeah, I know everything now is like, they put sleeping medicine in every single thing you can get. But it is fascinating to watch her sort of detox off this stuff and talk about how difficult it really is just to fall asleep now, because she's not taking her 20 Benadryl.
And what is the cost of that? Good Lord.
What does your spouse think? Like, when he's watching you take 20 of these, like nobody steps in, or maybe he did. And, she's like, what am I supposed to do? And he's like, well, I don't know either. I don't know. So it is hard to watch.
I know
sometimes.
A story, a guy that I knew back home who found out his wife was addicted to something over the counter. And we don't have time to tell you here, but I'll tell you about it and how severe it was. And he didn't even know it was that bad. Hang on a second.
More TJ and Riggins coming up. Prime Plus members get extra funny, commercial-free versions of all the shows and more. Sign up at tjriggins.com. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins. Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show. Listen everywhere. Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
All right, Riggins was talking about this woman on TikTok that's documenting her attempt to break herself of the habit of taking 20-something Benadryls a day just to help her go to sleep. And I knew a guy who got married, and he hadn't been married very long before he discovered how his new wife was addicted to something. Because this was back when it wasn't automatic that you shack up and live together before you get married. So they hadn't lived together. They got married, and he knew that she always had sinus problems, and that she would occasionally use Afrin, the nasal spray. But when they moved in together after they got married, he started noticing, kind of like my wife has so many pairs of those big reading glasses, and she leaves them all over the house. So if she's in a room, she can reach and grab. He started noticing that with Afrin. she had the bottles of nasal spray strategically placed throughout the house. So if she was in a room and she needed it, she could get it right then. It was within reach. And he mentioned to her, said, "Do you think you're addicted to that?" "No, it's just it opens up my sinuses. It's the only thing that works." Well, that makes sense, because what it does is it damages your sinuses. It clears them, and then when they go back to normal, they swell a little bit, right? So that's what causes you to feel stuffed up even when you don't have a cold. And she was at work one day, and he went to get something out of the back of the closet, and there was a full, not the smallest trash can that goes by your desk, but the next size up, and it was full to the top with empty Afrin bottles.
She was throwing them away in a secret trash can. Oh my God.
And I guess what she had been doing is when he was gone, she would take it out and throw it away at work or something.
What? So it sounded like she didn't even know she was addicted, but I got to imagine when you're like hiding the trash, that's when it probably starts to hit you like, oh my gosh, this is not right.
And then he would look around in her nightstand drawers full of, either full bottles, empty bottles, or half empty bottles.
That is crazy. And how did she get off that?
I don't know that she did. They split up not long after that for other reasons. So I don't know if she ever did get off of it.
That's crazy.
She's a little wacko.
Well, she was clean as a whistle, though, up in the sinuses. Oh my God.
That stuff's bad business.
That stuff is bad. I guess if you're abusing it that way, it is. It's got to be.
If you're stuffed up, though, it works like a miracle. But I was addicted to it at one time, not to that level at all, but I had to always have it in my fanny pack everywhere I went.
Fanny pack. He's not kidding either. I'm sure that probably would. So you had a gun and Afrin in your fanny pack?
Cigarettes. In 1991.
TJ and Riggins coming up.
The TJ and Riggins Show stream is sponsored by R. Gregory Jewelers in Statesville, North Carolina. They're family owned and operated, and they speak diamond, engagement rings, custom jewelry, exquisite timepieces. Discover something spectacular at tjriggins.com/diamond.
Everybody's complaining about the heat. Hey, it's TJ, and if you want to stay cool while you sleep, you need some sheets from Cozy Earth. I'm talking about extremely high-quality sheets that are so soft and are going to help you stay cool while you sleep. I love mine. And just like everything else at Cozy Earth, you get 41% off when you tell them that you know me. Just go to tjriggins.com/deals and use the code TJ to get that big 41% discount. tjriggins.com/deals.
I feel like I don't even really need to talk about Love Indus anymore, because you just look at my face and you can see amazing before and after results. If you've known me long enough, you can tell. This is incredible. I've been using Love Indus. It's my new favorite skincare line, and my face is glowing. My dark spots are gone. I'm telling you, this stuff works miracles. And let me tell you, it was a true miracle, because I had a lot of sun damage. So go to tjriggins.com/deals, code TJ for 21% off. You're going to love this skincare line.
Have you heard of the anti-grav ones from Stand Plus Shoes? It's their bestseller. They're designed for anybody who spends their workday on their feet. Save 15% on your Stand Plus order at tjriggins.com/deals using promo code TJ at checkout.
The perfect start to the day.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show.
Just the best.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Oh, such a great Monday, is it not?
Oh, amazing.
Love it.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. So I'm dying to know, Lindsay, how did the 3 children's birthday parties that you had to go to, how did that go Saturday? Or were they all 3 Saturday?
All 3 were Saturday, and it went. Let's see. Kyle went to 1 with me.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, wait. Yeah, he went to 1. Sorry. I was thinking, wait, did he even go to any? And I was at a spa day with about 30 girls.
Did
No
you
boys.
participate in any of the spa activities, or was it just for the little girls?
Just for the little girls. They had nails, they had hair, they had makeup, they got fairy hair, the tinsel in the hair. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went to the bounce house place, and they bounced and they bounced and they ate lots of sugar. And then we went to a place called Playland, which is an actual nightmare. Like, if you feel like the worst nightmare you've ever had, it's worse than that.
Why? What makes it so bad?
Crowded, like you can't move, and it's picture like 1,000 ball pits that kids are like snotting and like touching, and then like lots of slides. It's just like a lot going on.
So then the third one, that was the last one of the day?
That was the last one.
Okay.
And I was there till 7:45 on a Saturday night. Yeah.
And did you eat all of the birthday type food at each one of these?
I did. I had a really trash kind of food day. I ate lots of pizza, lots of cupcakes. Yeah.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah. It was at first, and then by the third one, I was like, I'm gonna vomit. Yeah.
Pizza and cupcakes. Love that.
Nothing better.
Or a cupcake pizza.
Or a cupcake pizza. Yeah, you are on a diet when you start talking like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious you're on a diet.
He's
what about a
getting
cupcake pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not even sold on the fact that heterosexual men should eat cupcakes to begin with. It's kind of a feminine thing.
Okay. What is it, how you eat it or what it looks like?
I just think I don't know, if you put the cupcake on a plate and ate it with a fork like a regular piece of cake, it wouldn't be as feminine, I wouldn't think.
Yeah, because the new thing now is to take the bottom of the cupcake off and put it on the top and make like a sandwich.
Yeah.
Did you do that? Who told me about that?
Yeah, we talked about it years ago. That's
Oh.
what they were doing. But yeah, even at that, I'm not big on eating dessert with my hands unless it's something like a oatmeal cream pie or something.
Now that. Yeah.
Which I miss those.
I was going to say, I just bought some the other day and they're gone. They gone.
Yeah. But cupcakes, though, I mean, I've just never been, guys freaking out over cupcakes. But now a baby bunt, girl.
Now, a baby bunt. Yes.
I will tear up some baby bunt cakes.
It's because they're moist and cupcakes really aren't a lot of the times.
Yeah. And the cupcake is just so dense.
Yeah.
You got to try it. And I have a tiny mouth, so it's hard for me to deal with a cupcake with my tiny mouth.
It's sensitive.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. It's now easier than ever at the homepage, TJRiggins.com. Click the deals button to get all our exclusive best deals anywhere from all of the TJ and Riggins Show partners. Add it to your phone's home screen today. New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show with TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D Rob.
Sets the tone for my day.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Hey. So much fun this morning. Hey, do any of y'all ever do kids things like Riggins, when you're playing with your niece and nephew and there's something that's, specifically for kids to do you do that? Like, would you go down the slip and slide with them if y'all were doing that kind of thing? Or do you get in the bounce house with them?
Sure. Yeah. As long as it can support my substantial weight. And that's really all of the, like, getting in a ball pit, probably not.
Yeah.
But everything else. Yeah.
Okay. Do you do that, Lindsay, or does your husband do it? Kyle?
I think when they were a little younger, yeah, we did. I got stuck up in a little jungle gym situation one time trying to get Brooks out.
How long were you there? How long did it take you to get
I mean, a little bit. It didn't support my girth, and
Yeah.
I was trying to go down the slide. I was like, this isn't going to work.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, then you have something in common with this 40-year-old guy in Connecticut.
Okay.
Although it didn't mention in the story that he was playing with his kids. It just said that he got stuck in a playground slide.
Oh, yeah, that was me.
Like he got stuck in the tube part of it.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare. That's
Yeah.
that to me. That's like talk about claustrophobia.
Yeah.
And they said it was hot. They had to drill holes in it to get some air to him because he was stuck right in the middle of the thing.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
But it said he was only there about 30 minutes until they got him out. So they had to end up, I'm assuming, destroy the slide or take it apart at least to get him out.
I'm glad somebody was around because, I mean, did he even have his cell phone to call anyone? I mean, that's scary.
Would he even be able to reach it?
Well,
You're stuck in a tube and you can't really move around. And he looks like a substantial fellow.
Oh my
Does
God.
he?
Yeah, as they're pulling him out of the tube.
That's terrifying.
Now,
That makes it even more embarrassing.
I know. Were you embarrassed by it, Lindsay, that you got stuck in the tube?
Mine was more like I started going and then realized this isn't going to happen. So I like creeped back up and then got out. I didn't like fully get stuck, but was I embarrassed? Yeah.
Now, why were you embarrassed? Were you embarrassed because you were going down a kid's slide, or embarrassed because you got stuck in it?
Oh, embarrassed because I was too big to go down it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I was trying to get Brooks out because he was like this in it. Like a spider monkey, like stuck in the.
Did you start yelling disclaimers and all? I just had a baby. I just had a baby.
I swear. I had a big breakfast, guys.
My wife's sister still blames her shortcomings on the fact that she's got twins. I've got twin babies.
Yeah.
They started high school last week.
I got twin babies.
Babies.
I keep going to the post office. I got twin babies.
Wow.
That's sad though. That I mean, he just wanted to have a little fun on a slide.
Yeah.
This guy.
And I'm guessing though he was with his kids, even though it didn't say he was. He had to have been, right? Surely.
I'm hoping.
Yeah. Well, I hurt myself severely going down a slide on a pontoon a few summers ago, but it was made for adults too. It wasn't just a child's toy. But it was because I was fat.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
The TJ and Riggins Show is sponsored by the Temple Team. Buying or selling a home is a life-changing process, and the real estate professionals at the Temple Team, they understand that. They're dedicated to providing exceptional, personalized service for all of their clients. Learn more at tjriggins.com/Temple Team. Every year, it never fails. When summer's almost over, I'm getting that fall itch, the Halloween itch, and I want to redecorate my house from all these bright colors to fall colors. Do you know where I go? Lily and Grace in Langtree. They have everything you can think of. Pillows, rugs. You can make your own rugs. You can make your own pillows. You can design anything you want, and they can even come to your house and help you figure out what you need and what you don't need. Go to Lily and Grace at Langtree or go to tjriggins.com/LG.
Everybody's complaining about the heat. Hey, it's TJ, and if you want to stay cool while you sleep, you need some sheets from Cozy Earth. I'm talking about extremely high-quality sheets that are so soft and are going to help you stay cool while you sleep. I love mine. And just like everything else at Cozy Earth, you get 41% off when you tell them that you know me. Just go to tjriggins.com/deals and use the code TJ to get that big 41% discount. tjriggins.com/deals. Be the hero of every cookout you go to this summer by getting some of the delicious meats they have at Big Fork. Everything from the bacon sausage to the bacon hot dogs, meat sticks, and everything else. Get 20% off when you go to tjriggins.com/deals, promo code TJ.
The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
Sean Kingston had that song, Somebody Call 911. Well, somebody did call 911, and now Sean Kingston, he was sentenced to 3.5 years in prison after being convicted of a $1 million fraud scheme. And I think his mother was somehow involved, as I recall. But this trial had been going on for a while. But yeah, he was sentenced to 3.5 years. So his name is not Sean Kingston. It's Keeson Paul Anderson and his mother were each convicted in March by a federal jury of conspiracy to commit wire fraud.
Wire
4
fraud,
counts
yeah.
of wire fraud.
Mhm.
What is that exactly? Like, how do you do that?
How do you wire fraud? I don't know.
I think it's almost like conning people out of money by using the internet or, using communications across state lines, things like that. Like he may have
Okay.
been one of those that said that he was an African prince and he was trying to get to the U.S. and he just needed some money.
Mm-hmm. My grandmother gets a lot of those
Yeah.
emails.
Does she?
Mm-hmm. My dad had to be like, stop telling me about it or responding. Like, don't try to give them money.
I never thought about that. Given that your dad has a career in law enforcement, does everybody come to him when they have like sketchy emails or sketchy phone calls?
I would say, but I think, he's the only child at the time that she would just call and be like, listen, I've got to find a way to give this guy money. He emailed me. He needs it. My dad's like, no, don't even open the email. But they target older,
Yeah.
I don't know how they know
Mhm.
or whatever,
Yeah,
but
they know. So Sean Kingston going away for a while. It looks like Kellogg's has announced plans to remove all artificial dyes from their cereals by the end of 2027. So I forget which Kellogg cereals, which are Kellogg cereals, but I'm trying to make a move. And I know a lot of companies promise these things and then they say, hey, we're actually going to do it by 2040.
Yeah.
So 2027 seems a little aggressive, but they say they are committed to removing the dyes from the cereal.
Yeah, Kellogg's is Frosted Flakes. That's the one you really like, right?
I do like a Frosted Flake.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
I did read that Mars is taking it out of Skittles and M&Ms and something else. I read that last night and I'm like, okay, so let's see how it is. I
They said
mean,
we're going to use, the dye from like plums, like or
And
in beets.
like, cool. Yeah.
So
Yummy.
what is this gonna help? Is it now gonna just get people to think, oh well, they took all the bad stuff out of candy. We can eat it now. It's healthy.
I think so.
Right.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is a
they
diet
made it
food.
safe.
Okay.
They finally made it
Yeah.
safe. I mean, nothing's safe anymore. I just saw a TikTok over the weekend that said the filling in your pillow has microplastics and it can hurt you. And I'm like, our pillows aren't safe anymore. Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah.
So it's out there. People
Yeah.
are always worried. And then today is National Ice Cream Pie Day. National Ice Cream Pie Day. So I don't know I think that's like a Carvel ice cream cake is what's making me think that. So enjoy it however you will. Yeah. I don't know.
Was that like a the Eskimo pie that they used to have, and then the dilly bar? Is that an Eskimo pie?
It might be
ice cream pie.
It might be that as well. I didn't really think about that. It's my dad's favorite, a dilly bar. I'm getting a dilly bar at Dairy Queen. Highlight of my day. It's also another important national holiday, but it's causing a lot of problems on the internet. And I'll explain it all. Coming up next.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
TJ Riggins TV is sponsored by Cozy Earth. Watch the entire show every day at tjriggins.com and get 41% off your Cozy Earth order at tjriggins.com/deals when you use the promo code TJ at checkout. Sheets, towels, men's and women's clothing, and a lot more. tjriggins.com/deals.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show. Listen everywhere. Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
I think one of my favorite stories of the last year or so, it was maybe 9 months ago, when that young woman got on TikTok to talk about how she was having a birthday dinner with all of her girlfriends, and she was so mad that her friend ordered fajitas at the Mexican restaurant, and it ruined her birthday.
Yeah.
She said it like stole all her thunder. The day was supposed to be about her. And then when this friend ordered fajitas and they come out on that steaming plate, it just took all the attention away from her. And she didn't know if she was going to be able to move on from it. Like, didn't know if she was going to be able to forgive her.
I thought you were going to say because it made her like stink or something, but because it took attention away.
Because, it's a show when they bring out those fajitas. It's steaming and everybody's looking at you. And she felt very betrayed that her friend would make that menu choice on her birthday.
Ugh.
Oh.
So, I don't know what to make of that, but today is National Fajita Day. So if you were going to do it, let it be today. Get your fajitas out. Don't do it at your friend's birthday.
I mean, that would be me. I would have gotten the fajitas, but
you can order it without all that. You can order it without the steam.
a lot of people don't know that, TJ. Until you said that, I didn't know it.
Yeah, because all they do is they just pour water in the thing. It's really, really hot. And they just pour a little water in it, and that's what causes the steam. They do that right before they bring it to the table.
Now, when I order it, I'm just going to ask for no steam, please. No water, please.
Because you usually wait until that's gone anyway before you start eating it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. You got to wait for just a split second for that to calm down before you dive right in.
And the plume of fajita is in my hair for the rest of the week.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And do you think the majority of people ordering fajitas are doing it to get attention?
No.
Yeah, I don't either.
No. They're delicious.
They're good. Yeah. It's easy to eat and people enjoy them or whatever. So you say it's not to get attention. Well, people are pointing out, since it is National Fajita Day, the most obnoxious things people do to get attention. And one of the top answers on this TikTok, somebody said women that wear huge hats in the summer. They're looking for attention.
That's also me. Okay. Well, I'm 2 for 2 right now.
Huge hats, as in when they're out in the sun doing sunbathing type things, or just for fashion when they're going out to dinner or something.
Something would tell me they just mean for fashion. But during the summer, that's not that bothering to me, though.
No. Well, pretty much everything everything that a woman does is for attention.
I mean, if this is true, I do both of them. So
most things women do are for attention.
Yeah.
I like that. One of the other top answers, somebody said they knew they had a coworker that purposely liked wearing shoes that squeaked because it got them attention. And they asked him about it. And they said, no, I actually, I know they make noise, but I don't mind it as much. And they said, well, that's a person looking for attention.
Yeah, that would have to be. Yeah. Because, I mean, who likes squeaking shoes?
Nobody should.
Yeah. You got to be a real narcissist. And other popular answers were changing your ringtone to a sound of a meme or a popular song like that. You're just doing it for attention. So a lot of people out there looking for a little bit of clout on the internet, I guess. So make of that what you will.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
The TJ and Jody's House podcast is sponsored by Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. Family owned and operated, and we just love the entire team over there. They've got beautiful furniture and truly luxurious mattresses. Visit them in person or online at tjriggins.com/mattress.
So Eric Javits is about to sell out of this palm away visor I've been wearing all summer. And guess what? It's on sale right now. So do yourself a favor and go to tjriggins.com/deals. Code TJ for an extra 20% off. You're going to love this hat. It's a white and taupe chevron, or you can get the black and taupe colorway. You're going to love it. It's palm away visor, and it's going to protect your skin all summer, and you're going to look so chic. So go to tjriggins.com/deals. Code TJ for 20% off.
Hey, it's TJ. My wife Jody and I would never even think of buying or selling a house without using the Temple Team. We've used the Temple Team at Keller Williams Realty for years, and you should too. They are experts, and you are going to love them. Just go to tjriggins.com/Temple Team.
Pet hair will cause havoc on your washing machine and your clothes. Trust me, I know. My dog Riley is a pretty hairy boy, and I just found this product called the Pet Hair Dissolver, which uses an enzymatic formula to dissolve the pet hair that clogs up in your washing machine. It's easy. You just throw this little packet into your washing machine, top loader or front loader, doesn't matter, and then you run a hot water cycle, and then boom, the pet hair is gone. I put up the link on our deals page at tjriggins.com/deals. It's just a lifesaver for pet owners. tjriggins.com/deals.
What is new radio? New radio is
Streaming everywhere.
listen to the show starting each weekday morning at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Okay. Going to play a little game amongst the members of the show. So this is usually what Riggins does, but Today, it's my turn
Love it.
to be the host of an in-show game. All right. So there is a 40-year-old woman in Minnesota who had been out doing things, running errands or whatever. She drove back up to her house, and when she was out in front of her house, before she could get out of the car, somebody started shooting at her, just cracking off rounds into her car. She's hiding in her car. She calls her boyfriend that she knows is inside the house. He doesn't answer. She keeps calling and keeps calling. This woman, another woman keeps shooting at her. Now, who can tell me why the boyfriend didn't answer the phone and do something to help her?
Because he was.
Go
You go.
ahead.
No,
He
no.
was busy. He was busy cleaning up the other woman's stuff.
No.
I was going to say he was cheating on her, so he was involved with both women.
No. Rob, you want to take a guess?
I have no idea. I was trying to think.
Okay. It was because he was playing video games.
Oh, no.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You got to figure if she's 40 and that's her boyfriend, you figure they're close to the same age. And he is so enthralled in his video games with his headphones, and right outside his house, somebody is shooting at his girlfriend, and turned out to be the suspect is because they did a follow up on it. They arrested a woman in her 60s. They didn't know what her motive would have been, and but they do know each other, the 40-year-old and the 60-something-year-old. Which would be the alleged victim and assailant.
Oh, my goodness.
But regardless, her 40-year-old boyfriend couldn't be disturbed because he was playing video games.
So he was probably hearing people shooting in his head, and he just didn't even. It's like, what's one shot? What's a real life shot in the shooters in my head?
But I mean, if your significant other is out and you're going to be doing something that you won't be able to hear your phone if it rings, you take the steps beforehand to put the phone in your pocket to make sure it's vibrating if you need to check it or something like that.
But not a 40-year-old that's still into video games like that.
Well,
They
hold
don't.
on a second.
Rob, you know as well as I do.
Yeah,
They're not.
You're still almost a year away from 40, Rob.
That's true.
Right. Only 39.
Should she leave him because of that?
I don't think so, because I mean she's 40 and she's shacked up with him, so she knows what he's all about. Shouldn't surprise her.
I mean, I guess, but I'd leave him. But yeah.
TJ, Riggins, and Lindsay want to thank you for listening. Let's go! This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. The easiest way ever to hear the new TJ and Riggins shows, archives, podcasts, watch the show, and more. Add it to your phone's home screen today. New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show. With TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D, Rob. Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show. Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
You know, there is a great feeling when you watch either a group of people or just one person that you care about, when you watch them wake up to something that has been going on that is wrong in their lives. And maybe it's something you've tried to tell them is wrong. And then they don't pay any attention, or either they mock you for being old and out of touch and out of style. And then one day when they come back around and they wake up and they're like, oh my God, you were right the whole time. It gives you a sense of pride, to know that you helped that person.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Totally.
There is a millennial woman who is coming to be awakened to the way that I have been telling millennials they need to be acting. And I'm so confused at why they went this path to begin with. But I was mocked and laughed at and all of that. But here's what she has to say to her fellow millennials. Hold on. I'll get it.
I seen a tweet the other day that said, I'm so glad my generation stopped using irons. And honestly, y'all, I don't know if this is me growing, but we have got to get back to using that iron. Like, I feel like we really went wrong by not ironing, because it's like certain outfits, yo, dry it like this. Like this the collar. This collar need an iron, okay? You see that? You know what to fix that? Putting that hot steel on it. You get what I'm saying? These pockets, you see how my pockets, they need an iron, all right? They need an iron, some material. The dryer is not enough. And so I think to be proper, I think we have got to start back using that iron. Like, I'm finna buy me an iron to make my house a proper home. I'm not an adult yet, but the dryers and the steamers, I need that iron. We got to get back to that iron.
There you go. I mean, the minute that I found out that millennials don't even own irons, they just use the dryer to de-wrinkle their clothing, I started in this, about the way I do with millennials refusing to use an umbrella. But the iron was one, and Alexis and I used to talk about it all the time, and she was always one to laugh at me. And I don't need that. You iron your clothes still.
Yeah.
And I'll go as far as to say you are not an adult if you don't own an iron.
Well, she even said in the video, "I'm not an adult yet." I'm thinking, what do you mean? Yes, you are.
When do you become an adult?
Yeah.
What's the new age?
I don't know, if you're over 18, I would say you're an adult.
Like I am when I say men need to wear watches.
Yes.
A man needs to wear a watch. Well, an adult needs to have an iron.
I don't have an iron either. Now, I do steam everything.
Yeah, that's a little better than just throwing it in the dryer, but
yeah, I have a professional steamer, so I use it. But
TJ, can you iron?
Yes, absolutely.
When was the last time you ironed something?
Last time I wore a linen shirt, so a couple of months ago.
Okay.
Yeah. How about that?
I can't picture you doing it at all.
I can do. Hold on. I'll tell you.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh my God. I love it.
This is TJ and Riggins.
The TJ and Riggins show stream is made possible thanks to R. Gregory Jewelers. This family-owned and operated jewelry store has been open since 1981, and they speak diamond, engagement rings, anniversary presents, and so much more. Visit them in person in Statesville, NC, or online at tjriggins.com/diamond. I feel like I don't even really need to talk about Love Indus anymore, because you just look at my face and you can see amazing before and after results. If you've known me long enough, you can tell. This is incredible. I've been using Love Indus. It's my new favorite skincare line, and my face is glowing. My dark spots are gone. I'm telling you, this stuff works miracles. And let me tell you, it was a true miracle because I had a lot of sun damage. So go to tjriggins.com/deals, code TJ for 21% off. You're going to love this skincare line. I've gotten so many DMs from busy people, that tell me Mandu Fitness has changed the way they look at fitness. Mandu Fitness is an electromuscle stimulation workout, and it only takes 15 minutes of your day, and it feels like you've worked out for hours in the gym. Not only does it feel like it, it looks like it. My body's toner, leaner, tighter. For 15 minutes a day, what do you have to lose? Go to tjriggins.com/fitness and get your first Mandu Fitness appointment for absolutely free. What do you have to lose for 15 minutes? You're going to tone up. You're going to look great this summer. Mandu Fitness.
Book your stay at the Hyatt Centric Charlotte South Park. Beautiful hotel with fun events like Wine Down Wednesday, good music, awesome drinks, and an opportunity to make some lifelong friends. You're going to love it. It's the Hyatt Centric Charlotte South Park. Book your stay at tjriggins.com/Hyatt.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Baby, let's go.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
Okay. We're on the sensitive subject of ironing your clothes and how millennials decided that they don't need irons and irons are old fashioned and they throw the way the dryers are made now, you throw your clothes in there and they de-wrinkle and you get them out there fine. And then we played a clip of a brilliant young lady who's come to the realization that that's not right. You got to iron. Get that iron. Get that iron.
That's still
So then Riggins was asking if I know how to iron. And I said, of course I do. I'm good at it.
Mm-hmm.
And the reasons that I can iron, one, my dad was in the military. He was a military person. So they have to know how to keep their clothing crisp and creased and all of that. So he taught me that. And I grew up in a time where the fashion, the style was to look as clean as you could.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you wanted to, everything was, all the colors in the 80s were bright and clean looking and crisp. You always wanted that crisp look. And that was just the style. Then millennials came along and brought the style of looking slovenly and frumpy and crumple and, you know, all of that. So that's why y'all, you know, the millennials did away with the irons because that made you look, I guess that you thought that made you look old fashioned or something, that it was better to look as casual and all as possible.
Now, I remember when the grunge phase was big, I was in like 8th grade and I was getting on the train of the grunge and my mom would buy me the clothes, you know, like the flannel shirts and the wide leg jeans and the Vans or whatever it was. But she would make me shower and wash my, I'd be like, Mom, it's not the thing. Like I need like a little greasy hair. Nope. So I was the only one that looked like a little preppy, clean girl in grungy clothes. But she couldn't let me.
Riggins, can you iron? Do you know how?
I do know how to iron, although I can count on 2 hands how many times I've ironed something.
Yeah. Do you, what about a dress shirt? Would you send that to the cleaners to be done or would you iron it yourself? I've done dress pants and dress shirts. I think that's the only things I've ever ironed. But now I just take it to a dry cleaner because I don't even I threw out my iron last time I moved. Yeah.
So do you just take it to the dry cleaner to iron it?
No, to do the full wash.
And then, so you take it every time. Okay, got it.
Yeah, but I don't wear dress shirts that often.
Yeah. But I mean, even, in sometimes if I'm wearing a casual shirt like this, like I'm wearing a casual shirt, but it's not a t-shirt, it's a button up kind of shirt. If it were wrinkled, I would iron it.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember, I've never bought an iron. I remember my mom coming to my first apartment and being like, you don't have an iron? I'd be like, no. Yeah. I don't know, but I see the need for it. That's why I have a steamer. Like I steam everything.
Mm-hmm.
But because the kids' collared shirt.
The steamer thing is supposed to be easier, but if I've ever used a steamer, it takes just as much time as ironing.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it. Yeah. There's really no difference in time. I just own it and it was free. So I'm like, I'm going to use it.
Yeah. Now I do still heavy starch and iron my Wrangler jeans like the Cowboys do.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Prime Plus members get extra funny commercial-free versions of all the shows and more. Sign up at tjriggins.com. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins. Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Baby, let's go.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
It is back to school season. Everybody's going back to school. Lindsay's got her kid, one kid, right? The second one hasn't gone to school yet.
No, he's after Labor Day.
He's after Labor Day, the way it should be.
Yeah.
I think everybody can agree on that.
Mm-hmm.
But the first day of school, a little bit stressful for a lot of people. But did you see last week there was a bus of 40 students in Austin, Texas, and the school bus flipped over? I think 12 people total were injured.
Oh my God.
First day of school, though, the school bus flips over.
And how fast was it going to flip?
I don't know.
Imagine.
I don't know. But they said it happened at 3 p.m. So that means those kids were going home. Thankfully, I think if there's any silver lining, it didn't happen in the morning. I don't know. Something about that just makes it seem worse to me.
Well, if nobody died, I would have wanted it to happen in the morning because then you get out of school.
On the first day.
Yeah.
Looking for any reason to not go.
Yeah, I would have taken that too.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So here's my question, TJ. I know you've told this story before, but would you be more scared to flip over in a school bus or to have your school bus pulled over by a person impersonating a police officer?
Yeah, I would probably rather it be pulled over by someone impersonating a police officer.
Yeah, well,
and have it flip. Yeah,
you're just saying that because your cousin did that.
Yeah, I was like, this sounds familiar.
My cousin was a police officer impersonator. Yeah,
he was.
What was his name?
Cousin Danny. Cousin Danny. Yeah, he always wanted to be in law enforcement,
and he pulled over a school bus full of students or student athletes. Refresh my memory.
A basketball team, from what I understand, from what I remember the story going, is that, it was the opposing team's basketball, the opposing school's basketball team, and said they crossed the yellow line and pulled him over in his regular car, his personal car that he had ordered from the back of a magazine, like a spy magazine or something, a police light. And he had on, his big smoky hat, and being able to carry a 357 on your hip is nothing in Louisiana. So he had that. And the coach that was driving the bus knew right away, as the story was told to me, that he was not a police officer. And he let him go with a warning that one time.
How nice of him.
I love how it's.
Yeah. Because there weren't cell phones back then. So the coach had to wait until he got somewhere where there was a phone and call and say, hey, some guy just pulled us over pretending to be a cop.
But I love how it was accepted. Like, that's just Danny.
Isn't Danny, did he ever try impersonating a police officer at any other time, or was that his one and only?
I'm sure I would guess that he did, but that was just the one that everybody heard about.
And is this the same cousin that only ate fried chicken pretty much?
Yes. Every meal, fried chicken. That was it.
What?
And I was also told that the day he showed up after he had gotten his certification to drive an 18-wheeler, that he had a cross-country haul that he was showing up to make, and he had his baby with him in a baby carrier. Car seat.
He's the man.
He is the man.
He said, you can't take a baby cross-country with you in an 18-wheeler.
Not safe.
Bunch of sticks in the mud is what they are. You can't.
Yeah. Just Danny.
I can't do anything around here. No fun.
Yeah! All right, let's
go. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Extra Funny is sponsored by Love Indus. Love Indus is my favorite new skincare line that truly makes a difference in your skin. I know it has for me. The founder, Surby Grover, learned that the breakthrough offerings are developed by reimagining the possibilities. Save 21% on your Love Indus order at tjriggins.com/deals.
The mocha polka dot dress you've seen Jody wearing comes from our new friends at Katie Waltman. And they're giving us 20% off when you use code TJ at checkout at katiewaltman.com or already added in the link at the deals page at tjriggins.com.
R. Gregory Jewelers. I can't say enough good things about them. They are my favorite people in the world. It's a family-run business. It's a jewelry store. They know everything about jewelry. Diamonds, birthstones, engagement rings, watches, you name it, they know about it. They have the knowledge and the best prices. And that's the best thing about them, is that they're honest people. So check out R. Gregory Jewelers in downtown Statesville. Go to tjriggins.com/diamond. R. Gregory Jewelers, we speak diamond.
Our charitable efforts are possible thanks to great businesses like Bradham Comfort Services. They're celebrating their 50th anniversary this year, serving Charlotte and surrounding areas with AC repair, installation, and electrical services. It's service you can trust. Learn more at bradhamcomfort.com.
The perfect start to the day.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show.
Just the best.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
So a few minutes ago, Riggins was telling us about this this school bus that flipped and hurt 12 people, didn't kill anybody. It was in Austin. Flipped on the first day of school, going home from the first day of school. Well, there's a middle school teacher in Florida, somewhere close to Tampa. And he is facing charges after he apparently got drunk between classes and crashed his car into a fence in the school's parking lot.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A campus police officer found the 32-year-old English teacher passed out behind the wheel with his car still in gear. It happened around 11:45 in the morning on the second day of school.
Like 11:40. At least make it 3:45. 11:45.
And they thought it was some kind of a medical issue at first, but then when they got up to the car and they were trying to get him out, they said that they saw a bunch of quote unquote single serving alcohol bottles, meaning little airplane bottles. Yeah.
Second day of school, getting that drunk and then deciding to get in the car.
Right. And he refused to have his blood tested at the hospital.
Yeah.
But a cop noted that he smelled like alcohol. And they charged him with driving under the influence. He also had a DUI back in 2014. I mean, can the kids be driving you that nuts on the second day?
After the first day, he's like, I can't do this anymore, guys.
Yeah. It's like, oh.
What
And
grade?
he's still doing half days, obviously, because it was 11:45.
Yeah. What grade did he teach? Did it say?
Middle school.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. Middle school kids are hard to deal with. Yeah. But
yeah.
It's not the way to handle it.
Mhm.
I heard somebody say the other day, they said anything can become a DUI checkpoint if you crash into it. It's like that's what happened. He's like just getting in the car and going for a little joyride. That is crazy.
yeah. And, I haven't even had a beer in the past 5 weeks, going on 6 weeks, I guess. Or right at 6 weeks. And we were driving home Saturday night after being at dinner, and we saw some police ahead, like several cars on the road, and looked like they were setting up a license check. And I still got nervous. I've never been a drinker or a driver.
Yeah.
I don't drink and drive, and now I don't even drink. So
Yeah.
I still got kind of nervous about it for a split second.
Well, you do just inherently, you just do.
Yeah.
God.
Cops.
You're like, how many beers? Wait, have I drank? No.
I say, but what if I got something else going on?
Yeah.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Extra Funny is sponsored by Love Indus. Love Indus is my favorite new skincare line that truly makes a difference in your skin. I know it has for me. The founder, Serby Grover, learned that the breakthrough offerings are developed by reimagining the possibilities. Save 21% on your Love Indus order at tjriggins.com/deals.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show with TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D, Rob.
Sets the tone for my day.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Are y'all familiar with this extreme day tripping trend that's going on?
A little bit.
No.
So, it's one thing to say, all right, well, we're going to go on a little day trip. Like if you live where we do, and then you say, we're going to ride up to the mountains for the day. You can do that pretty easily and be back. But there was a guy that was all over the TikToks because he did a day trip from New York, where he lives, to Ireland. He had a meal and saw one tourist site. Got back in the plane and got home.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Extreme day tripping.
And how long of a flight? That's like 8 I don't know. I'm just assuming it's like
Yeah,
direct.
at least 7 or 8 hours, probably. Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Yeah. No, you couldn't pay me.
That's not even cool. That's just dumb. Because, yeah, you spend 16 hours in a plane to go look at one thing and eat one Irish meal. Give me a break.
Yeah.
And Irish meals aren't even that great, right?
No.
It's all potatoes and corned beef, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Mashers.
Yeah. But I don't know. You don't look at it as just a sense of adventure, Riggins?
No.
It's just
No.
an adventure.
You're not on an adventure. You're in a plane for 16 hours. You're in a Delta plane just like we get in when we go to the Concord Airport. You're not any different.
No.
That's, I don't know. That's crazy to me.
And unless you're first class and you're in a pod that like lays down, no, I'm not doing that for 16 hours.
Yeah.
What's the farthest you've ever gone for just a day trip?
The mountains, like you said, it's like 2.5, 3 hours.
Would you go to the beach?
I wouldn't even do that because then you're sandy, and then or if you're getting on the beach,
Mm-hmm.
No.
That's good thinking. I'm going to have sand in my crotch and I don't want to be in the car for that long. That's a good way to think about it.
Yeah.
But I've heard they have showers at public beaches. I've never been to a public beach. Ugh. But I hear that they do have little shower things that you can rinse the sand off of you with.
I don't know. I'm not a day trip type person.
Oh, because you got to have your makeup. You got to be fixing and doing and all that.
Yeah. And I want to stay at a nice establishment. Like that's part of the fun,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes. I'm not shocked.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
TJ Riggins TV is sponsored by Cozy Earth. Watch the entire show every day at tjriggins.com and get 41% off your Cozy Earth order at tjriggins.com/deals when you use the promo code TJ at checkout. Sheets, towels, men's and women's clothing, and a lot more. tjriggins.com/deals.
Have you seen these awesome glasses TJ's daughter Lainey found? They're called Aquila, and they're 10% off when you use code TJ at checkout at aquila.la and the deals page at tjriggins.com.
I just recently found the coolest gift on Distill Union. You need to check these out. They're Maglock sunglasses. I got them for my husband. When he puts his sunglasses on his shirt, like when he's golfing, they always fall off, or if he's on the boat. These Maglock sunglasses lock to stay in place wherever you put them. They're so awesome. Go to tjriggins.com/deals, code TJ for 20% off.
Our charitable efforts are possible thanks to great businesses like the Johnson Group. They've been providing janitorial services to some of North and South Carolina's most prestigious properties since 1991. They are some of the very best in Charlotte. Learn more at tjriggins.com/clean.
The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
So all eyes are on Hurricane Aaron. They say by middle of the week, a lot of the East Coast will be affected, although they say that the storm's trajectory is going to keep it out in the Atlantic. It's not going to make landfall, but it is a powerful storm, and it's still hundreds of miles off the coast. But I know in like Cape Hatteras, they have mandatory evacuations and things like that. They're expecting big waves and shore erosion due to the storm. So our friends out there in eastern North Carolina want to make sure they're safe and sound, because Hurricane Aaron is coming.
Remember how we used to do face your fears kind of stuff on the show?
Sure.
Lindsay, to face your fear of flying, I think we need to get you in one of those planes that flies into the eye of a hurricane.
No. Are you kidding? I would die. I'd have to say my goodbyes. I'd have an actual heart attack.
I mean, because if we're going to do it, we need to do it big.
Yeah, totally. I agree.
I can't even, I had a little bit of turbulence on a flight from DC one time back to Charlotte, and I grabbed the flight attendant and was like, "Are we going to be okay?" Mm-hmm. Like that's how bad of anxiety I have.
Yeah. What did she say? I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. She actually sat down in the seat next to me because it was so rocky. She was like, "I got to sit down for a minute." And like, I was looking around and everyone was chill and I wasn't. And I looked at her and said, "But are we going to be okay?" She was like, "Yeah,
we're going to be all right."
Yeah.
It's a great idea, though, TJ. I love it. Face your fears. Lindsay flies into the eye of a hurricane.
Could you imagine? I'm
do
jumping
that.
out of the plane.
Yeah,
It's-
take Jody with you.
Yeah, right.
Be the same way.
Yeah.
Those
But
male
y'all
cheer.
would too, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. Totally. Those male cheerleaders in the NFL are firing back at their critics. They are 2 male cheerleaders for the Minnesota Vikings. And I take back what I said last week. I was like, who cares? It's the same thing as college cheerleaders. They are not.
No.
They just dance like the women. And, they make of it whatever you want. But I love that they're firing back at the critics already, and the season hasn't even started. We got the cheerleaders having the biggest headline from the team. So I wonder if they're happy about that, the Minnesota Vikings.
Well, the entire NFL is, it's always been a men's game. So I think the men are asking for this.
They want this.
Yeah, they want men cheerleaders and, the whole thing. They want all of it.
See, I knew you'd get on board.
Screaming for it.
Yeah. We've got more next.
More TJ and Riggins coming up. Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. Watch the TJ and Riggins Show with new Carolina-specific content, deals, and more. Available to check out every weekday. Add it to your phone's home screen today. Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
Listen everywhere.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
What does TJ have in common with a former controversial president? I will tell you. Richard Nixon, when he was in office, he decided to change up the way they did White House state dinners. And here was it. He thought they were taking too long. So here was his quote. "We've got to speed up those dinners. They take forever. Why don't we just leave out the soup course? Men don't really like soup." So I guess in these formal dinners, they have a soup course, which I don't even know is a thing anymore, but he wanted to get rid of the soup because, quote, men don't really care about soup. Never really thought about it like that, but is that true? Men don't care about soup?
I like soup. It depends on the kind of soup.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is soup, and the reason why that he's like TJ, because TJ will point out, this is a food for women. Not saying that men can't eat it or can't enjoy it, but this food is for women. One of those being pasta salad.
Yeah.
Another one, like TJ mentioned a little while ago, cupcakes.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently soup.
And mint chocolate ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mint chocolate chip ice cream.
mint chocolate chip ice cream.
What I don't like about the soup course is that it fills you up before you get to the good stuff.
Well, if that soup course is a lobster bisque, I'm going to be all over that.
Well, yeah, of course.
And I'm going to be sopping it up with a roll.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to save a little bit of it for when they bring the steak, and I'm going to pour the rest of that lobster bisque over the top of the steak.
I like your style.
Mm.
I'm mouth watering. If it's a broth, forget it. Take it. If it's a miso, take it.
TJ, I'm just trying to figure out where your head's at. So if you're at one of these White House state dinners and it's like some of the most important people around the world and they serve you a lobster bisque and a roll,
Mm-hmm.
and you're wearing like a nice outfit, are you still going to sop the bisque up with a roll?
Absolutely, yes.
You will still do it.
Yeah.
He don't care.
He doesn't care. I love that. He's like, this is who I am. And
Yeah.
I like to sop up that soup with a roll.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Get
because
on
I
my
don't do it like an animal, I just, I would do it neatly and take small bites.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of what that British guy that teaches etiquette would say about it.
And
Yeah.
if Jody had a little bit left in her bowl, I'd reach over there and sop hers up.
Yeah. And if you had any left, would you just tip the bowl?
Yeah.
Come here, darling. You got a little bit of bisque left. If you don't mind, I'm going to sop up yours as well.
Napkin in my shirt.
Yeah.
Whole thing.
No, keep that for my steak. Keep that for my steak.
Wonderful.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
The TJ and Riggins Show stream is sponsored by R. Gregory Jewelers in Statesville, North Carolina. They're family owned and operated, and they speak diamond, engagement rings, custom jewelry, exquisite timepieces. Discover something spectacular at tjriggins.com/diamond.
Everybody's complaining about the heat. Hey, it's TJ, and if you want to stay cool while you sleep, you need some sheets from Cozy Earth. I'm talking about extremely high-quality sheets that are so soft and are going to help you stay cool while you sleep. I love mine. And just like everything else at Cozy Earth, you get 41% off when you tell them that you know me. Just go to tjriggins.com/deals and use the code TJ to get that big 41% discount. tjriggins.com/deals.
I feel like I don't even really need to talk about Love Indus anymore because you just look at my face and you can see amazing before and after results. If you've known me long enough, you can tell. This is incredible. I've been using Love Indus. It's my new favorite skincare line, and my face is glowing. My dark spots are gone. I'm telling you, this stuff works miracles. And let me tell you, it was a true miracle because I had a lot of sun damage. So go to tjriggins.com/deals, code TJ for 21% off. You're going to love this skincare line.
Have you heard of the anti-grav ones from Stand Plus Shoes? It's their bestseller. They're designed for anybody who spends their workday on their feet. Save 15% on your Stand Plus order at tjriggins.com/deals using promo code TJ at checkout.